she and everyone were living in my head for such a long time. And so now I've kind of said, okay, go outside and let's see what other people can bring to it.
How long is this going to take?
I'm afraid it's going to take as long as it needs. So what do you do?
Isn't it enough that she can see inside me? Does she need to know about my day job as well?
In the show Queenie, Tom's grandmother's strong reaction to the idea of Queenie having, biracial children highlights such a, generational altitude towards race. Now, what impact, do you think it might have on viewers' perceptions of interracial relationships?
That's a great question. So my thing is always to kind of just like show the thing and then you take what you need to take from it. Yeah. I'm not didactic. I never try to write to be like, this is how things should be, this is how it is, this is how you should respond. It's about being like, let's actually put out what happened and then we can amongst ourselves talk about what that feels like.
Ooh. It's quite blatant, isn't it? Microaggressions that appear, usually it's not like outwardly said like, your children would be half-caste and that would be bad. It's words like half-caste.
Yes, or milk chocolate babies.
Yes. Yeah.
What about you, Bella? What do you think?
I really like how it depicts how covert our racial tension is over here. So like the beautiful straight nose and the X, Y, and Z. It's our racism is pretty, should I say. So I really like how the microaggressions are shown and just to show how we experience it on this side of the pond.
How does Queenie being adapted for television feel like a personal level? And what has this experience meant to you as an author?
It has been very taxing. It's been a very long journey. And so it's 8 years now, 8 years of my life. So I'll be free, so I feel really good about that. And so, it's been interesting to see, I know her genesis, I know where she comes from, I know what she stands for. And it's been really interesting to be able to break out of that and to give her a new edge, to give her a face and to give her faces around her, which is really amazing because she and everyone were living in my head for such a long time. And so now I've kind of said, okay, go outside and let's see what other people can bring to it.
And let's play.
Let's play. So it was really, it's you're in solitude when you're writing a novel, and then in TV it's the opposite of that, and that's been really interesting for me, I guess, on a personal level, to kind of meet so many people and work with so many people on something that is so personal to me and so intense.
Queenie faces numerous personal demons, which, ooh baby, them episodes had me gagged. Now, throughout her journey, how does the TV adaptation aim to authentically portray her struggles with mental health and identity, and what message do you hope viewers will take away regarding these challenges?
I guess one of the things that I was able to play with in the edit is what's going on in Queenie's head, because we have a presentation of her. She's like walking around, she's doing stuff, she has her relationships with her different people, but we could do voiceover, we could get closer to her, we could hear the things that she's thinking, the things that are haunting her, things that are tormenting her. We have like her stepdad's voice in episode 2 kind of breaking through. In episode 5 we have all the voices that are kind of like piling in on her. So it's really nice, I think, to, I guess on one hand we're seeing like what she's going through, but on the other hand, when she walks away and she leaves the room, we can see how much people love her. And we can see that her friends and family are worried about her, they're concerned about her, they want her to be happy. And so I think for people who are like Queenie, who have got a lot going on in their heads, it's like, actually, if you were to turn around and look, there are people who care about you.